we are on Google, and when we type something like, if I want to do a data analytics course, so I would type few things like a word or a keyword or a query into Google search engine, and then Google as a search engine would show me few results. The results which we see on the top, we are talking about these today. This is the topic, or this is the kind of an ad which we would create today in this session. This is called text ad, or this is also called Google search ad. Okay, so this is the first type of an ad you see, or which you can create under the Google ads. There are few more, just like if you would go and search for any of the e-commerce product, probably buy winter jacket online, so then there would be results, but in a different shape and color and different structure. There is an ad which is a text ad, but on the top we are able to see some more ads, but they are not just text. They have a pricing, they have a title, they have a brand name, they have an image of the product. So they are called shopping ads or product listing ads. In addition to that, sometimes when you go to a product a website like Speed Test, and you see the product ads there, but again in the different shape and color. So they are called display ads, because they've been displayed on different websites and different apps. So why I'm going so fast in explaining you different type of ads, because as I told you, we have another video created with the name of Google Ads for Beginners 2023. You can just check the link in the description, and you will able to get all this type of ads and whatever the bidding strategies to be used in basic in that particular tutorial or that demo. Just as to show you, if you can see that ads by Google. So this is the display ad or a banner ad. So just quickly, I have shown you three types of the ads, but our focus, as I said, today going to be on a very specific ad, which is the most important ad from the Google Ads family. Okay, so let's just begin, guys. When I come to Google Ads, this is how the Google Ads structure looks like. We have a Google Ads account created. Again, I repeat, if you don't know how to create it, please find the link in the description to create the Google Ads account. Once a Google Ads account created, then you would have a dashboard like this. Okay, in this dashboard, you can see there are campaigns, there are ad groups, there are ads, there are videos, there are landing pages. So a lot of things can be confusing if we are just coming to this account or to this beautiful tool for the very first time. So to just keep it very simple, or to explain in a very simpler way, what I did is I just drawn this structure for you. Okay, so this structure says that you have a Google Ads account. Imagine that I am a Simplilearn Google Ads manager. So I am running the ads for all Simplilearn keywords like data analytics course, digital marketing course, or any machine learning course, Python course. So whenever somebody types this, so there is a ad which shows like from Simplilearn. Probably we have to just assume, because currently I'm not able to see any Simplilearn ad here. So data analytics course India, and then probably we can see if there are any. You can always change the keywords, but just to test, I'm randomly changing the words, or I could have just written Simplilearn specifically, because I want to go with Simplilearn only. I have researched a lot and I feel like this is one of the best. Okay, so probably there is no ad though. Still, I would check. Probably I have to just change the course. So I will go for the another course, which is by Simplilearn again, and then probably we can expect any of the ads running, because this is not a very peak time. So we are probably saving some of the cost, not running the ads at this odd hour. Anyhow, so we can assume that this is the ad I am running for. So how we can create this ad, how we can get the best of clicks. As I said, it is not the very best time to run the ad, so this is also kind of a change we can bring into our ads by doing some research. So how all these things are done, we're going to be learning it. Okay, so when we come here to the dashboard, and when we see our dashboard looks like this, a bit complicated, so we can be confused, we can be disheartened that I have created the account by seeing the first video, but now I am all stuck Okay, so probably I have to again wait. So the wait is over. Now we are here to understand the whole structure. Okay, so let me just take a very simple example. Suppose I'm someone who's selling a shoes. Okay, because I have just said simply learn. Probably let's just convert it to any of the Google Ads account of a shoe seller. Probably I am Nike. Okay, and I am making the ad for Nike shoes, and I am selling two types of the Nike shoes today, probably formal or canvas, or probably I'm selling the casual or any sports shoes. And what I did, I created the campaign, named it search ad, any month, whatever the month you have started with, suppose November. So November 2022, that is the name which I'm giving. Name can be changed. Name is something which has been put it up for my reference, so that after creating a lot of campaigns, I'm not confused in which campaign I have to check the results. Okay, so I'm running the search ad for shoes for the month of February or November or December 22, 23, whatever, and then I open two ad groups into it. Why I'm opening two ad groups under one campaign? Because I'm selling two kind of products. Under the shoes only I'm selling formal also, under the shoes only I'm selling casual also. So what happens, suppose I would have just created one ad group and would have inserted or submitted all the keywords of formal and casual inside one ad group. Then if somebody would have searched a term called formal black shoes, then this ad group would have got confused that should I show formal ad shoes or should I show casual ad shoes. Because what I did, I have just got all my keywords like formal, casual, cricket, shopping, jogging, party, office, all the mix of the keywords from formal and casual family into the same ad group. The moment any of these 6 keywords been typed or been searched on Google, then this ad group would have got triggered, and then again randomly it would have shown the ad of a formal or ad of a casual, because both of the ads would have been under this. Okay, but after doing this bifurcation or after doing this segmentation, what would happen? All the formal keywords like party shoes, office shoes, formal black shoes would go here. This ad group would trigger if any of this keyword would searched, and accordingly this ad which has everything related to only formal shoes will be shown. And of course with that ad, the landing page which is connected which would be opened when somebody clicks the ad. Okay, and vice versa, if somebody would have searched for a casual term like a casual shoes, sports shoes, jogging shoes, running shoes, then this ad group would have triggered, and then the casual shoes ad with all the headline related to that casual keywords would have been shown, and accordingly if somebody would have clicked, then the landing page of casual shoes would have opened. Okay, so if this is clear, actually you are very much ready to dive into the Google Ads, because many people takes a lot of time to understand the structure, because maybe they are very much confused at the ad group level. But I have just tried my level best by bringing this example why I am creating two different ad groups, why I'm not just going with the same ad group, mixing all the keywords. Second scenario could have been, or a second permutation could have been, I would have just probably created two different campaigns altogether. I would have named the campaign one with search ad formal shoes November. Okay, then only this part would have belonged to the first campaign. Then I would have created a different campaign altogether, and I would have named it campaign search ad casual shoes November. Then this second campaign or a second campaign can be assumed here with a green color would have been drawn. Okay, so this is how on the structure it works. Like we can always now create inside. So let's just see a few things before we create the ad. Okay, very important requirement, or rather I would say if being the campaign manager of any company you name, any startup you name, or any client you work with, or probably for yourself as well, you have to be very much sure how these terms works like. Okay, so these terms when I talk about is going to be bit inclined towards the search ad today only, and when I talk about the display ad in the next video, then I would take you through about the terminologies and all the KPIs of display banner or a video ads. Okay, so now if I talk about a search ad, a very important term which we should be aware of is the maximum bid price. Okay, because we all know when we talking about this ad, which is called a text ad, then we are paying on every click. Okay, that's why this is also called PPC ad. This is also called PPC marketing, or you can understand in a very simple words, advertiser, which is emeritus in this particular ad, only has to pay when somebody like Sachin this moment clicking this ad. I click this ad, I reach to the landing page of this particular university or this college, and a certain amount is deducted from this particular ad account, and that certain amount actually decides or decided on the basis of the keyword helped to show this ad. Okay, so as an advertiser must have paid something to Google Ads for showing this ad for this keyword. Okay, so when I say a maximum bid price, it means it's a maximum bid price of a keyword. That's why now this would be easier to understand by this example. Suppose I want to run the ad on the term called Data Analytics Course 2022. What I did, I have opened the Google Keyword Planner. I did talk about this in the previous session, but I will take you through again how you use a keyword planner smartly. So I have got this data from the keywords planner that the average price I have to pay for this keyword to show my ad is 5 to 10 rupees. So what I did, I just played a bit of maths and I have bidded something over the minimum bid price. Okay, this is the minimum bid price, this is the maximum bid price. Okay, and this is what I've got from the keyword planner. So rather than going for a very high price or the maximum bid price to secure my position, I want to play safe, and what I would do, I would just take a chance maybe 30-40% over the minimum bid range, and then I will see if the impressions or clicks are coming or not. If they starts coming, it means that my ad is accepted and my keyword is winning in the auction and I'm able to get the clicks. But if it is not picking, then certainly I have to increase my bid price. But coming back to the terminologies, what we're talking here is once I have set it up my maximum bid price of 7 rupees, then my ad would start showing. Suppose my ad shows for 1000 times today, and every time when my ad being clicked, certain amount being deducted. There is a competition, there are other advertisers also who are running the ad, and after showing my ad for the whole day, Google in the dashboard just shown that you have paid average CPC of 5 rupees only. So I bid it for 7, but by seeing different factors like the competition, the demand, and how many times the ads got clicked, what was the position where my ad was shown, I ended up in paying 5 rupees for every click by the end of a day. So the average CPC, sometimes people get confused, the average CPC and the maximum bid price is the same. No, so maximum bid price is something which I submit to Google, that this is the maximum I can pay for my ad to show on certain keyword for every click, and average CPC is something which actually I pay every day, or in that average of the duration your ad got displayed or got clicks for every click on that particular keyword. Okay, or the number of keywords if you have more than one keyword submitted. And suppose I've got 100 clicks, then it's a simple maths that my budget which I have spent today is 5 rupees for one click, 500 rupees for 100 click. So daily budget would be 500 rupees. And tomorrow if company says I need 300 clicks, then of course my average CPC which I have from the historical data of yesterday, I would just do my maths and I will going to submit the daily budget of not 100, rather 300 today, so that in 1500 I can expect 300 clicks at the cost of 5 rupees per click. Okay, so this is a very simple of the example to just make you explain how things works. You submit something, then on the basis of a lot of factors, Google calculates, Google gives you clicks, and once you have the data, then you can just understand how this all is working. Okay, last thing before we dive into the tool is keyword planner. So I just told you we have done in the last class how this works like. So we go into tool and setting, and then we go into keyword planner, I'll show you in the account also, the Google Ads account, just after 30 seconds. The screenshot's over. So your keyword planner opens and then you discover the keyword. Suppose I am selling data analytics course, so I would just put my search term data analytics course, and then I'll click the get result, and then accordingly it will show me lot of options. And this is the pricing I was talking about. It gives me the low price and the high price. So I would take the 30-40% over the low bid price or the average price between these both, and that would be my maximum bid price. And after checking all the permutations, Google would show my ad, or either it would not show my ad also. There can be a chance. So I have to just wait for my impression and clicks and the results by the end of a day, and I would know how much the average CPC actually I'm paying for each keyword. Okay, so I'll show you all those reports in a while. That's it right now. Let's just go and see a few things. So the keyword planner will start with, suppose I start in researching all these things. My campaign is about data analytics course. I'm making it for Simply Done probably, and I would go and I would just try to search into planning, my keyword planner, and then I will write a term quickly here, whatever I want to show my ad for. Suppose data analytics course, as I said. Okay, probably let's say digital marketing, because we would have more results. So it's easy to understand with a lot of results, because I would be able to tell you how to sort and filter them down. Digital marketing course, and you can just test it with any of the keywords. I'm just doing a random check. So once we are here, we have a lot of keywords in addition to what we have submitted. So the keyword which I have provided is this, and the result shows that it had over 100k monthly searches, and of course in the range of 1 million in the month of 2021 to September 2022. So this is actually the average monthly searches happened in between this period, and the advertisers actually paid as low as 44 rupees to as high 224 rupees. Okay, that can easily be converted to dollars, half a dollar or maybe more than half a dollar, 60-70 cents probably, and this is like going to be a $3 cost. Okay, so what we can do is, we can see now there are a lot of keywords been given, and we can easily sort them down here on certain basis, like suppose the monthly searches are high or the bid is low and all that stuff. But this is quite difficult when we have to sort down here in the keyword planner. So what I do is, I'm just going to talk about the same, like how I actually go when I am working for my clients. Okay, I have clients here, a lot of clients. I don't want to show you, but yeah, I have. And suppose I just go and download this data from here, and then this would be downloaded in the Excel format, and we can just save it anywhere. Suppose I just bring it here, and then now I would open the keyword sheet, and I would have a data in my Excel. Okay, so I need this one. So this is the most important column, because I have to highlight which column is important and what is not required right now. So whatever is required, I'm just be keeping with me, and what I feel like is not very important as of now, I'm just not going to be taking them. So now there are 5 columns which I have kept with myself, like these 4 where we talk about the results and the keyword. Okay, this is not required, this is not required, so I'm just going to be deleting or hiding them. Okay, so when we talk about competition index value, so this actually tells us that a particular keyword is how much from the competition point of view is difficult to rank. Suppose I talk about 2 keywords right now. Let me just take one with a lower score, suppose this one, and I would take the higher or the highest one, probably is this one. Okay, so now when I talk about a comparison, probably or probably let's say this one, because this has monthly searches which are equivalent. From the competition point of view, they are way differ, but the search has been same. So if I would stuck to something of this sort, that if I have to finalize between these two, so what I would do, that's something which we are talking here. If we have a kind of a combination where we have to decide out of these two. So both of the keywords meaning very important. If I would just check from my naked eye, a quick scan, they look very promising, they look very great to me, suppose, and they have a equivalent number of searches in the last 1 year on the average monthly basis. But there is a difference between the competition. Okay, now people can be confused, what is this competition? So I would just make you explain in a very simpler way. Suppose there are 100 companies, or there are 100 edtech institutes, or probably physical institutes who teaches digital marketing, because we are doing online marketing or a digital marketing course online. So let's keep it online institutes like Simplilearn and all. Okay, so what they have done is, in the last 1 year, they all have used these keywords to run their ads, to show their advertisement or their digital ad on a Google space. Okay, when this data has been given, so this is telling me that out of those 100 advertisers or my 100 competitors, 66 or a 66% advertisers have used this ad, okay, or have used this keyword to show their ad. Okay, and out of 100, 33%, or if it is 100, then 33 advertisers have used this keyword to show their ad. Okay, so it brings kind of a comparison to us that probably these two keywords are very much in demand, equally from the searches point of view, because both have been searched equally. But whenever this has been searched, then there has been a competition where 66 people or 66 advertisers or 66% advertisers are fighting to show their ad. Okay, and when this keyword been searched as equally, then only 33% or 33 people or 33 advertisers are fighting to show their ad on Google space. Okay, when I talk about 100, then that seems to be okay where my ad would look like, where my ad would show. Because if I just go on a Google space, that only 7 ads are shown when we go on a Google search engine. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then the rest 3 would be at the bottom. If they are shown at this moment or not, I'm not very sure. So 3 would be here somewhere. So total 7 ads placements on the first page. Nobody goes beyond first. We know that 97 of the worldwide audience don't go beyond the first pagination. Okay, so we have to be on a first page. So if I talk about from the first page 7 positions point of view, it would make more sense. So let's imagine there are only 10 advertisers of digital marketing course. So out of 10, if I take out 66%, then it means almost like 6 to 7 advertisers are fighting or have bidded or probably are trying to outrank each other to show their ad on the top or on the first 4 positions of Google. But when I talk about this, then only 3 to 4 advertisers are fighting or have bidded for this keyword to show the ad on the first page. So this actually is a very important data. Sometimes we just miss it because it has not been I think explained anywhere else that what exactly this value is. We only go by the low, medium, high, which is the very first column I delete nowadays. I don't go by this because they both come under the medium, but there is a big difference. 7 out of 10 would have been bidded for, and only 3 to 4 would have been bidded for this keyword. So never go by the high, medium or low, just go by the index value, because that's a percentage of the advertiser who are actually trying to fight for the same keyword to show their ad on the top. Okay, this is how we shorten or we get the best keywords. We try to get the best search keyword with the kind of a index value between 50 to 60, less than that. And then we of course go for the bid value or a bid price, which is also on a very lower side, not a very high price keyword we go with. So this is the criteria I actually follow, and that's something which we can see I have also mentioned here. You can see that much. We go for the high search keyword, and then we try to get the low, medium competition keywords, which of course less than 60 index value. And then I put a price, kind of a price of my price, which is like if the low bid price is 10 rupees, then I just make it 13 by adding 30% to it. So if the pricing is 10, so I would add 30% to it. That makes my price 13. And then I check, if the first day, if the impressions has come, it means my price actually been accepted. But if any of the keyword my price is not accepted, then I would again revise the price by 20-30% and then would wait for the second day report. And that's how I keep changing for the first 2-3 days and keep seeing the results. And once the every keyword gets pick up and I get the start getting the stable results, then I just allow the campaign to work on the algorithm. And I see results actually moves in the positive direction when you give some time to campaigns to read and to learn from the audience behavior. Okay, so this is about the keyword planning which we have just seen. Now moving to again a very important aspect, because campaign making is something which I've already given you the glimpse in the last class, so I would again give you today. But before that, I really wanted today to speak on all these technical aspects which works at the back end. So that's why my focus is more on this presentation. Parallelly, I would keep showing you the Google ads, the demo and everything. Okay, so now when we move to the next part is very important from the ad algorithm point of view. So what happens, or what used to happen when the quality score which I'm just trying to speak now was not there, what used to happen, the one who used to pay the highest bid price used to get the first position, and the second one used to get the second position, and the third bidder used to get the third position. So I have just brought into this table, suppose A advertiser has bidded 8 rupee, B 10, C 15 and D 20, and when the quality score concept was not there, so they actually been given the very direct position, this one first, this one second, this one third and this one fourth. But they have realized, or Google has realized, that the one who is paying the most is not having a very good quality of the ad. His landing page or the website is not working, or probably the pages which are connected are not very relevant, and the keywords on which the ads been shown is nowhere near when the landing page is opened. So it was like a very negative impact on Google when the reviews been checked, and people or the users who were clicking on those ads were not happy. So what Google did, Google brought us kind of a test score or a check which is called quality score for every keyword we bid. Okay, and this is only for the search ads. That's why I said on all the keywords we bid. Okay, I'll just show you the result on a client site. So when we submit our ad on the basis of different keyword we bid and the strategy we use and the landing page we connected the backend. So what the system does is, system starts analyzing and starts checking everything from top till bottom, from the start till the end. And I would just talk about the factors and what impact it brings is, so the quality score, the score which has been given out of 10 is then been given to every advertiser on the basis of the keyword. Suppose every advertiser here is bidding on the same keyword. Let's assume that they all are running the ad for the digital marketing course. So what would happen, they would check, and on the basis of the factors, they would give a score out of 10. Suppose the A advertiser who bid it for the least had the best of the quality score because of the reasons we're just going to talk about. B got 8 out of 10, 4 out of 10 and 2 out of 10. So the one who have bidded the most got the very least quality score. Probably the reasons would be more clear once we talk. So how this now will going to impact the whole position system is that their Google rank, not Google position. Okay, there is a Google rank kind of a KPI can be understood, or a matrix, which is a product or a multiplication of what you bid and how much quality score you were able to get. So 8 into 9 brings 72, 10 into 8 brings 80, 15 into 4 brings 60 and 20 into 2 is 40. Okay, so the combination of a good pricing and a good quality score got B bidder as a first position. Okay, and the one who got the best quality score but still paying very less from the average pricing probably is brought the Google position or ad position to second. And then the one who was paying very high but the quality score was below average, which is of course 5-6 is average score, they've got into third position. And the one who was paying so high probably would not get a position, because this is the maths. From the maths point of view, I've got these numbers. If the quality score would have been below 5, then the ad would not have got any position, rather, because Google always tries to show the ads which are the best for the users, because Google always pays very importance to the users behavior and users expectations. So, and when I said that, I think you would able to understand more now how the factors which actually results in these quality score is like relevance score. Like, by relevance score means when you type a query, or a person would come here, would type a query, so he doesn't know that this is called a keyword. We as a digital marketers know this is called a keyword. For them it is a normal query, because they are about to start a course where they would be taught about all these things, but right now they are not very aware, very much aware of these things. So they are putting a query. When they put a query, they want to see the ad, or ad extensions, or ad description relevant to what they have searched. And when they see all these three things here with the search, what they made, they would definitely going to click more. And Google only earns when somebody clicks. So it means Google making revenue only when somebody is clicking. So from that perspective also, Google always tries to pay, or rather give more score and give a better position to the ads where all the components of the ads are perfect, are relevant, and the ones who starts getting more clicks in the very first hour or a first day. Okay, so the important factor which after the click is the landing page. So when somebody opens this, so it has to be very relevant to the query and to whatever been shown outside. They cannot just show anything here which is not relevant to the ad which has actually been shown outside. So all these factors in combination gives the quality score. Very important factor is CTR, which you must have understood when I did explain the last session, the basic one. But if you do not aware of it, so CTR is called click-through rate. Okay, and a click-through rate is a ratio of clicks to impression. Okay, it is a ratio of clicks to impression. Just a spell check. Okay, so suppose today when we are saying ABCD, so let's see, this is a A, or this is B, and this is C, and they've got equivalent quality score on the basis of all what they have done. Okay, their landing page, their ad, their description, everything is very much common. So Google, in the starting of the day, when the ad actually started to show for everyone, given them a very good quality score, probably of 5. Okay, and when this quality score of 5 been given to them, then the other factor which actually adds on to that algorithm is the CTR. So CTR is, I just told you, is the ratio between click to impression. So now they all have a same quality score, but this got 100 clicks out of the 1000 impressions been given today. This got 50 clicks out of the 1000 impressions given today. This got by any mean probably 200 clicks out of the 1000 impressions given today. Okay, every time this search is happening here, digital marketing course, so these three ads are very much visible equally. So all got 1000 impressions, 1000 impressions, 1000 impressions, but this got 100 clicks, this got 50 clicks, and this got 200 clicks in the very first hour, or maybe in the next 2 hours. Okay, so this CTR, when we are talking about 100 out of 1000 to 10%, this is 50 out of 1000, it means this is going to be 5%, and 200 out of 1000 means 20% of the CTR. So Google was actually benefited or made the most of the revenue when clicks have come from here, because it is almost like a double or a 4 times of this. So because of the high CTR, the quality score of course, every advertiser would improve, but this one would be improved from probably from 5 to 7, and this would probably from 5 to 5.5, and this probably from 5 to 6. So because of that, quality score has improved, and because of the high CTR this ad has got, so this position will be changed, and this would probably would get the first position, the second position, and at the end of a day, this ad has to pay, or advertiser has to pay lesser, because its quality score increase. We have just seen it is almost like the inversely proportional. The ones who are actually paying, or the ones who are having the best of the quality score, are paying the least, or has to pay the least. Okay, so this is all basically can be checked once your ad starts running. So I will just open the client's account where you can just see this with bit better understanding you would able to get out of this. Hopefully I am able to show you from, okay, I'll just see, because I have multiple advertisers, but I cannot just show for all. So let me just check if I can show you from any of the older one. Just wait, it is actually asking me some verification. It's taking too much time. Yeah, it's just done now. Okay. So once this is done, so I will just take you to one of the accounts where my main focus will be to just show you how the quality score report look like, and then you will get a fair idea about all the factors you have to be focusing to bring your quality score high or to take your quality score high. Okay, so I'm just going to open the search ads, because we're talking about a search ad here only. And suppose if I just go into this campaign, which is of course not running right now, but I just want to show you how you check the report and all. Suppose this is the campaign you have run for, and you got 75 clicks at a average CPC price of 40 paisa, and you have just given this much pricing, and I have bid it for many keywords, but I want to see which keyword had got the best of the quality score and how the quality score been given and all. Okay, so once you reach to the keyword report here at this level, then you see the KPIs or metrics here, which gives the quality score out of 10. Okay, you can see here very well, and every keyword being given, if there are 10 keywords, I don't know how many keywords we bidded for, we bidded 50 keywords. Okay, and you can see all the keywords here, and every keyword been given the quality score out of 10. Okay, because their CTR, which was the last part which I've explained you, the ratio between the impression to clicks, got the above average. So they give below average, average, and above average. So above average is best actually for any of the factors. So their CTR is above average, their landing page is above average, and their ad is above average, means all are perfect. Then they got the 10. The moment anything goes below average or probably to the average, suppose you can see this is above average for them, this is above average for them, but their landing page experience from this keyword point of view is only average, their quality score has come to 8. Okay, if you go further down, let's see anything where two of them, yeah, so here the kids ride on is a keyword where CTR is also not as high or as great to as compared to the other keywords which we have seen, and also the landing page is not as relevant to the keyword. So there two factors like CTR and landing page has come to average as compared to the ad relevance, which is above average. So their whole quality score got impacted, which actually came down from 10 to 8 and then 7 for this particular keyword. And last not least, if I just take you to somewhere where something is below average has come now, one is above average, one is okay, they are getting clicks, but probably the ad is still not very much relevant to the keyword. Okay, so they are below average, above average, average has brought the quality score to 6 out of 10, which certainly would have impacted on the cost and also to the position. Okay, so this is something which you would see when you come here. Also, you can check one more thing here. Suppose you have bidded for your keyword and your bid price where you are paying for is maximum bid price. Let me just see where that column is. So otherwise I would just add that column so that you can learn that part as well. Okay, just wait. Okay, so this is basically CPC price is being given in the average cost. 2.50 is the cost for every click, and we got 249 clicks, so got 623. You can just check the maths. It's always good to cross check. So 249 clicks multiplied by the CPC price, which is 2.50 rupee, would give you 622.5, which is the cost for the keywords we bid it for, and the total clicks we have paid. Okay, and the maximum bid price, suppose you have got the maximum bid price of 1 rupee and you paid 17 paisa, 1.66 and all, and then what happens, you wanna secure your position, suppose the very first page bid, you're seeing that you're getting the position but you're not getting on a first page, then here, because this campaign is not running, so I'm just giving you the hypothetical example. So whatever the pricing you would have given for the particular keyword, suppose we talk about these 3 keywords right now, or particular one keyword, I suppose. So this is something which I'm trying to show on a 1 rupee cost, but to show on the first page it is saying that you have to pay 1.5. okay, to show on the first 4 positions here, 1 2 3 4, it is saying that probably you have to pay 2.5. And to get the absolute first position, which is going to be the topmost, it would tell you that you have to probably pay 5 rupee. You're paying 1, it is asking 1.5. The first 4, it can be paid for 2.53, or this has to be 5. So you can always go and change your bid price for the particular keyword. Okay, so there are ways to do it. Suppose if I just go here and I just go to the edit, I can change my maximum CPC bid price for this particular bid or a keyword, like to 5 rupee. Okay, because I'm not changing for all the keywords, so I have selected that particular keyword and I have made the change to this particular keyword to 5 rupee. So if the average price was 1 and I was not getting the keyword from this keyword the position secured on the first page or a first absolute position, and I want, because this is the most important keyword for me, then I would just come here and would check the pricing. Okay, this says 5 rupees you have to pay for the top position, so I will just go here, edit, and would change the bid price or a maximum CPC bid price of this particular keyword. You can do for all, you have to just of course select all, of course, but if you would do for all, then it can really impact your whole budget. Okay, so try to go for the keywords where you really feel like it is required, and always go by the quality score. It has it has a very good quality score, so I should be paying, or I should be ready in paying the maximum price which actually Google is asking me to pay to secure my first absolute position. And certainly that would increase the chances of clicks, and certainly if clicks are there, so conversions can be expected too. Okay, so this is all from what I've just taught you as of now. Now I would just move to the campaign making, though we have done as I told you last time, but I will try to make it again so that we can quickly see how the Google Ads, search ads, or the search Google ad created. Okay, so if I just go to the campaign, my demo account, so I have to just go to the Google Ads account, the dashboard, and then I would come to the campaigns. I would just click plus, new campaign, and whatever the objective is, you can always go for website traffic or without a guidance, because this would have all the settings inside the same. More important part is what we select next. So we select search campaign because we are making the ad for the search network. You can always test for website traffic, that would not make much difference, and click continue. I would talk about the conversions and remarketing in a separate session altogether, so we are not doing the conversion and remarketing today. We are making a normal search ad with all the strategies we have just understood, and with adding the extensions to the ad as well today. Okay, website visit, and suppose my website is just open Simply Learn's landing page, so that I can make the ad for Simply Learn Digital Marketing as a demo ad, of course, not a main ad. So copying and just putting in here, I have to just put a website domain, that's it. I don't have to bring the whole landing page here, and then I can just name it probably November search ad, and then I would just go and continue, start new, and then I'll just select my bidding strategy, which is going to be clicks. And of course from my Excel I would learn that okay, my bid price which I'm going to be paying is certainly in the range of something like probably 50-60, and I have just told you that I bring my price kind of a thing into this, like I always bring like this. And then let me just delete all the other columns which are not required. So this is the sheet which I did explain to you earlier with the index value and all. So my price, what is my price like? So I always pay 30%, 40% extra to the low bid price. So I can, just get the formula here, like this plus this 30%. Okay, so that is just going to make it 57. So you can just understand 44 plus 13 going to bring 57, and I can just drag it, and now I've got the average. Suppose these are the keywords which I have finalized, just assuming. So these are the keywords which I have finalized, probably because of XYZ factors, searches and index value and all that. And I see that my pricing is varying from 35 to 89, so maximum paying 89. So what I would do, keeping that in my head, I would going to give the limit to my bid price that I don't want to pay anything extra or more than 90. Okay, so this is something which you can do on this particular level. And then you move ahead and you remove this because you just want to keep your ad on the Google search. And then you go down, you select your countries, you select your location. If you want to show the ad in all the locations, then you certainly can just go and keep the very first option open, which is all countries and territories. If you want to just show your ad in a particular country, like right now if I just go India, so the whole India would see your ad. And if you want to go for manual locations, like suppose I want to select any of the states or cities, then what I would do, I would just probably take Delhi. So Delhi would be targeted like this. Okay, or probably I just want to target the state of Texas here, so I just would go and target the whole state. Or if I want to target any of the provinces of Canada, so I would just go and take the provinces of Ontario, Canada, and I would just target the whole province. And now if I also want to go for any of the pin codes, suppose I want to target to a certain pin code, then I can just go and target the pin codes like this. So it is up to us that we want to go worldwide, or if you want to go for a country specific, if you want to go for a state specific, or if you want to go as a province or a pin code specific. Okay, otherwise if you suppose a restaurant, or if you are a somebody who only delivers into certain radius, then you can just leave all these options and you can go and advanced search, and then you can go to radius and you can just bring this whatever you understand better. In India we understand kilometers better, maybe the person in US would understand miles better. So we just go and take that 2-kilometer radius, and probably I am the cake shop in Delhi. So I would just go to search my location. This is my location, and I would just going to target people around 2 kilometers because I don't deliver outside 2 kilometers. So it's all up to us how we wanna go. This is called radius targeting or geofencing. When we go to the locations, we can also learn one thing. Suppose I want to show the ad to the whole country India. I've targeted, but at the same time I am not delivering in Mumbai, okay, or probably in Karnataka, Bangalore, where the city is, okay, or probably I'm not delivering in any of the northern states like Haryana, Himachal, Punjab. So what I would do, I would just take Punjab, suppose, for example, and I'm just going to exclude that. Okay, so what would happen now? My ad would show in all the states and all the cities of India, but just not in Punjab. Okay, so I can save it. That's how you go about the location. Language is, in which language the users probably uses the search engine and all, so you can keep it all languages. That's the best. And audience, we don't cater here much because we are doing the search ad, which actually shows the ad on the basis of keywords and location only. So in the display ad, we're going to talk about this one, and that would be the next video I would create. So we're going to learn a lot of things from the audience segment in the next display ad. And then the more settings comes where you talk about the ad rotation. So ad rotation is already default being selected as the perform best ad, because the nowadays the ad actually been created responsive and dynamic. So when we'll reach to the ad level, I'll show you the headline changes for every user, the description sometimes changes for the user. What I mean is, if Sachin is selecting or writing this keyword, so probably this headline is shown to me, and after 1 hour if I'll come again and would search the same term, so the headline from the same advertiser could be different or the description could be different. So that's how the dynamic ads works like. Okay, so once you are done with this, okay, the start and date is important. You know the basics from the previous chapter, so I'm just going a bit faster in here. So you would select the date, and then if you want to schedule this campaign for a certain period, like suppose you don't want to run on the weekends, so you can just select Monday to Fridays and a timing whichever suits you. Suppose just like a very common time of 8 a.m. to the late nights like 23:45, and you don't want to run the weekends. If you want Saturday Sunday to be 24 hours, then you don't have to put any timing, so that goes like 24 hours for Saturday Sundays. And then you click next and you reach to the next level, where it will just going to ask you for certain things like keywords you want to submit and the ad you want to run for and the ad copy you have to create. Okay, so once you come here, it is the work you have done, so you can just copy paste them and bring in there. And otherwise these all keywords are the ones which Google has suggested you from the page which you have submitted. Okay, so the landing page is this, so I'll try to change the landing page first so that I can get more appropriate keywords, and then it would going to search again or scan again for us, update keyword suggestions. Of course we can always click on, and now the keywords would be more digital marketing oriented, because this landing page will be scanned by Google and this would show us certain results which would of course going to be digital marketing oriented. But why we don't just use them? Because we don't know what is the pricing of these keywords is, what is the competition of these keywords is, how much the monthly search has been. So we go by our own maths, we calculate, we do all this pre-homework on the keyword planner sheet just like we did today, and then we bring them here by deleting all what they have actually submitted or suggested us. Okay, and once this is done, then we ensure that our keyword in the headlines and everything being used. How the ad copy is created, I'll just show you some strategic part of it. Ensure that your landing page is correct and it is opening there, otherwise your ad would not be approved. Secondly, always give a display path. Display path is something which is added after the ad or the landing page link. Suppose I'm selling online digital marketing, so I would just going to write whatever I want to show. Okay. Or probably I'll just keep it here, marketing. Okay, so that works. Okay, so now it has come digital marketing, and then the part comes where you have to be, I'll just going to tell you the call extension once the ad is created. So headlines and all. So the headline is something which shows the basics, so I'll be fast again. Under the landing page link, this blue which actually brings the most of the engagement or which actually appeals the user to click it is something in blue, which is going to be the headline. So we have to be focusing very much on bringing the best of the headlines here so that we can get the best of the clicks, because once the click increases, the CTR increases. CTR increases, the quality score would increase. Quality score would increase, your costing would come down and your position would rise. So you have to ensure that your headlines, your clicks, everything is in a line, whatever we have learned. So your headlines right now has been given these. Of course they are not very relevant, so we're going to just bring the headlines which we feel like are more relevant to the ad we are showing. Okay, and I'm just going to get the headlines as a suggestion being given. Okay, and we can have more ideas from here by clicking this. So they are not giving any, so we can always have from the keywords which we have submitted. So probably digital marketing course online. Try to get your best keywords here. This is okay, this is nice, this can be changed. Digital marketing course online is not taking, So digital marketing online, probably I'll just take because course I already submitted, and then I can take few more like social media marketing. I just seen whatever the length it would accept, I'll take, otherwise I'll delete the rest. This is the one, and I should ensure that I have at least 10 headlines or 12 headlines. So 6 been given, and headline section actually been given like a half blue. And then I would see headlines which are unique. So unique, you should have online availability, benefits, and the offers and all, or call to action. So enroll, register today for free demo. Then we'll talk about, you can see the moment I've added the headline, the strength has changed. 100 plus tools for free. Job assistance program. Okay, so I'm just adding few random things. I'm just not paying much attention, but yeah, of course we would have seen these headlines in any of the edtech companies ads. Include some popular keywords. Popular keywords could be your brand name as well. So simply learn courses online. Hopefully the spelling is fine. And weekend batch for professionals. Just a batch for professionals, and that's it, because I already added a lot of keywords, a lot of headlines, probably 11. So I would just not work on the headlines anymore. I'll see, if description doesn't takes it high, then I'll just add one more. But right now the description is also not giving me the full tick like in the headline unique and the headlines been given. So I'll just try to bring the description. So simply an online online, that's great. So I would just try to get something from Google itself. Let's see what they have given. So I'll just going to bring this one. Okay, so that it is being taken from the landing page itself. So that would make a difference to the quality score. Simple digital marketing courses focus on, so we're just going to put our courses focus on skills. See to do focus on skills like SEO, PPC, analytics. Just going to bring this one here so that it has been picked up. So now you can see this has also been picked up. And the last thing I would do is now going to bring some headline. Again, I'll just check probably digital marketing certification. I'm not sure if this headline I have submitted earlier or not, but I'm just going to test it out. Okay, so certification. Training. So now it has come down to good, and that's the best right now we can do. Of course you can take it further, but yeah, that doesn't matter if you are just stuffing it to get this one completed. You have to just ensure that all the keywords or all the headlines are relevant. Just do not overdo. 10 to 12 are okay. Once this is done, your ad is created. You can just click done and you can click next. And then your budget. So we just discussed about the budget when I was explaining. We'll just take you back. So because that your average CPC price would be around 80, whatever the pricing you have just got from here, if you know the sheet when I was explaining you. So the bid price which you have submitted for, when I told you, is like something which is in this range, 80, 90, whatever it is. So that bid price would come down to 90, and you need at least 100 clicks today. So 90 into 100 going to be your 9,000 daily budget. So because you know that you would end up in paying maximum 90 rupees per click, because that's the maximum bid price you have submitted. If that comes down to 70, 80, 60, then of course your clicks would increase. But right now, though, being very hypothetically thinking that okay, I would pay 90 rupees per click at max because that is what I submitted. So to get 100 clicks, I have to pay 90 into 100, it would be 9,000 your daily budget has to be. So you would come here and you would just going to change it, set a custom budget, and you would going to bring down 9,000 rupees here. Okay, so on that average CPC, whatever it would be, you would get the number of clicks. If your average CPC goes down from 90 to 45, then of course you are not going to get only 100, you'd rather get double amount, which is going to be 200. Okay, when that is done, then you just click next, and your budget goes, your campaign goes for a review. And then you can add the extensions from outside. Okay, so they're just giving you some of the kind of suggestions. So let's see, there is one issue in the ad. Let me just check that first. Let me just see. You can always fix it, because that would again not going to give you the option of publishing till you fix it, but it is not clickable. I don't know what is the problem. I'll just go from here. Sometimes those links doesn't work. So let's see what is the issue. One product contains okay, so because just to do that, the character limit part, I have not given the space, so that is something which is not acceptable by them. I'm just going to put like skills like this, and now so these all small things they do take care of. So here only, because we have come down, so why not just to see the extension here itself, because that would going to save our efforts by going from outside. So when you see the ad, you see some extensions here, like when you have created the ad right now, so you have created only till this limit. Okay, this is the elements you have put it up right now, the landing page, the headlines, the description. But in this ad by Emeritus, you can see more links like apply to IMs, learn how, industry. So one is landing page, and 3 different pages or a sub pages also been shown in this same ad. How they are done? So they are done through the extension called site link. Okay, so you can see here, if you go down after the headline, there's an option to have the site links here. Okay, so you can just click plus here itself. I'm not submitting the ad because I wanted just to show you from here itself, and then you can go down, because in your case these would not be given because mine are already created, yours are not. So you would go down and you would create the new site link from here, and you can just give a name, suppose download brochure, and then you can give a URL of that download brochure page. Right now I'm using this URL, and I'm just going to be adding my own made page like this. Like this has to be the landing page which is workable for the downloading brochure, of course. So this would be added, and then I can just go and probably add testimonials and reviews. Okay, so somebody wants to read the testimonials and reviews of when they see the ad. So you can see that on the desktop how that would look like. So they would have an ad, and then they would have these 4 links and all, which you have just seen in the Google when I shown you. So final URL of reviews can be given, which would directly take them to the page where the reviews been given. And site 2 could be anything which can just see industry ready modules, or the fee structure. The fee structure is something which people always wants to just know from the very first glimpse of the ad itself. So I can just maybe take them to the page where fee is actually been talked about. And the last could be maybe tools provided, tools and certificates you would get. So that can also be one of the links which people would very much interested in clicking and checking. Okay, so you would see the ad in certain shape. You would have a normal headline, the description which you have put it up, and then 4 links where people can directly reach. Okay, and then this had to be saved here, and you can always see the preview which I've already shown you, but yeah, this is how that would look like. So your ad and your 4 extra links which actually been added. Okay, so this is one which you can apply now, and now your ad has the extensions. In addition to that, you might have seen somewhere that your ad has the number as well. Sometimes you see the number being given here. Abhi, right now it is not showing any of the ads with the number, but they generally have, when advertisers have nowadays, the numbers in addition to the headline and everything. Okay, so you can add that as well by just going up, and you can see there is an option of calls. Okay, let me, you can add from here. Certainly I can show you, but you can just go down and add the number by clicking your country and giving your number here. It'll just be cross-checked by some verification and all. So that is done. You can save it. So you can see what actually I was showing you. I would just show you from outside also, that if by any of the that is done, that we have corrected, so you don't have to be worried about. So if I just click done, so that should not be there. If it is still there, I have to check now which spacing it is actually talking about. Actually I have unacceptable spacing, contains comma, and I think I have just corrected it, but it is not taking. Maybe I have to just delete the whole description. Probably that would be something which I would save our time. Okay, so we're not adding that description though. Just click done. So this is actually kind of a bug, because that is something which has been deleted rather in front of you. So this is not taking, but I would just click next, and probably this would now be not the error which we would see. So you go for a review. So what I was saying, I did show you from outside the the campaign was created from the ad itself, how the site link is connected, and how the call being added. For now the publish campaign you can see, because that ad error actually been rectified. So if by mistake you just forgotten that you have to add the call number or extension which we just added, so what, you don't have to be worried, because once you back to the dashboard where you would see all your campaigns, certainly you would see your this campaign as well which you had just created. Then you can just go inside the ad group, and then you can see there is ad and assets. Let me just click that. So there is an ad which you just created, and there's an assets where you could see the extensions and all, like you just have added today. We just added this site link and this number. So if I want to add again, or if I would have forgotten, then what I can do, I can just go and take from here. Suppose if that call extension was not added there, when I just added, you would come here in the assets, you would click that plus button, and then you would just go to the call, and you would see the same kind of a preview which you have seen inside the ad when we were creating. Okay, nothing different. It's just like the way you do it. Either you do when the ad was created, or otherwise you can just go let the campaign be created, published, and you can come from outside. You can click the ad and assets, you can go to plus, and you can create any of these extensions. I will talk about more in the coming tutorials and demos and the sessions, but today we'll wind up here. I just wanted to give you the thorough learning on the Google search ad with the extensions, and also the main agenda for today was to make you understand how these terms works like, and how the keywords can be researched, how you can bring your own pricing to the keywords, how you can save the cost, and of course to understand how the quality score works. Like, you can have a lot of videos on a YouTube where you can find the quality score of Google Ads working, though I tried to bring everything under this session. But still, if you want to go for a deep learning, you can always search more and research more.